Word, Lord, have mercy.
I keep pausing like I do. I keep lost. All we are, yeah, kids are. Everything is new 'cause we are about that in a. So tell me, how does it feel? Oh, take it a shot. I am not tripping. I know he disloyal. Should've let him leave on me. Not really. You trying me? The dick was good at blinding me. You could fuck another girl, she never be a half of me. See my ass. I played both same games 1,000 times over, and you moving too fast. Now you caught in the middle. Try so treat me like a treat me. Treat on your right. Treat no baby, my butt keeping it cute. Ooh, ooh, that's just what I do. Be dry, turn it up, when I'm in pieces. Inside the light, inside the light, inside. You know that I heard it all before. Your head ready for you. Feel like you cheating the positions I played for you. Surprise.
Everyone thought Chloe Bailey was finally leveling up. New music, red carpet looks, and a rumored relationship with one of the biggest names in Afrobeats, Burna Boy. From the outside, it looked like a glow-up era in full effect. But then, out of nowhere, Chloe hit unfollow, and the internet did what it does best, started digging. That's when things got messy. Because while Chloe was getting flown out, spoiled with gifts, and flexing wrist candy from Burna, another woman came forward claiming he promised her a Lamborghini in exchange for something a little more intimate. But the wildest part? She didn't just feel betrayed by him. She said it was her own friend who set her up. And Chloe, let's just say, she might not be as far removed from this drama as she looks. Don't skip ahead, because the story doesn't even start to make sense until the final twist. It all started with whispers, a few blurry sightings, a private jet trip here, a lavish dinner there. At first, fans weren't sure what to make of it. Chloe Bailey and Burna Boy? The pairing felt random, but also kinda iconic. Then the receipts started rolling in. Burna was flying Chloe out, splurging like money was nothing, and showing her the kind of attention that made it clear. This wasn't just a one-time link-up. Chloe didn't hide it either. She looked happy, glowing. There were gifts, affection, even a cozy Valentine's Day in Nigeria. And when asked about him, she said she loved the man. Whether she meant it romantically or playfully, fans took it as confirmation. Something was definitely going on. And honestly, people were here for it. Burna's global fame, plus Chloe's rising star, it had power couple energy written all over it. But here's the thing. Burna Boy's dating history, let's just say, faithful isn't the first word that comes to mind. And Chloe Bailey? She might have known exactly what she was walking into. From the beginning, there were warning signs. Loud ones. Burna Boy wasn't exactly known for being low-key. His love life? A revolving door. Public flings, private jets, lavish gifts. It's part of his whole brand. So when people saw Chloe Bailey getting the same treatment, the reactions were mixed. Some fans were rooting for her, thinking maybe she could be the one to change him. Others? They already had the popcorn ready. Then came the first wave of rumors. Burna spotted out with another woman, just days after being seen with Chloe. Social media went into full meltdown mode. Is Chloe done already? Was she just a fling? The memes practically wrote themselves. But Chloe's response? Ice cold. She didn't clap back. She didn't spiral. She barely reacted. In fact, she flew right back to Nigeria to spend Valentine's Day with him. That's when people started thinking, maybe Chloe Bailey knew what kind of man she was dealing with. Maybe she was never under any illusions about loyalty. Or maybe she just thought the perks were worth it. Just when things seemed quiet, the internet got hit with a plot twist no one saw coming. Out of nowhere, Nigerian influencer Sophia dropped a bombshell. a leaked phone call where she detailed her very complicated situation with Burna Boy. According to Sophia, while Chloe Bailey was getting spoiled and posted up with Burna, he was also pursuing her behind the scenes, and not just casually. Burna was allegedly promising her luxury cars, lavish treatment, the whole nine. The most shocking claim? He told her she'd be driving a Lamborghini if she gave him a chance. Sophia says she trusted him, spent time with him, and waited for that promise to turn into reality. But instead, he disappeared, left her on red, never delivered. Naturally, she felt used. But here's where it gets messier, because Sophia didn't just feel betrayed by Burna Boy. She believed the real setup came from inside her own circle. Sophia claimed her own friend, Amma, was the one who pushed her to link up with Burna in the first place. Not only that, Amma had ties to Burna's crew. Suddenly, it didn't feel like a random situation. It felt orchestrated. And while Burna was publicly flaunting Chloe, Sophia was stuck feeling humiliated and suspicious that this wasn't just a man being messy. It felt personal. Sophia wasn't just upset that Burna Boy disappeared. What really stung was who helped him get close to her in the first place, her own friend Amma. According to Sophia, Amma was the one convincing her to give Burna a chance. She kept saying things like, "He'll take care of you," and "He spends money like water." What Sophia didn't realize? Amma wasn't just being a helpful wingwoman. She was connected. Amma was dating someone in Burna's inner circle, his close friend Manny. So now, this didn't feel like just a bad situationship. It felt strategic. Sophia started piecing it together. Amma was pressuring her to link up with Burna. Burna was making over-the-top promises, and once he got what he wanted, he vanished. Then came the final blow. While Sophia was waiting for that promised Lamborghini, Burna was suddenly seen showering Chloe Bailey with expensive gifts, including a high-end watch. And here's where things get icy. Sophia had just bought herself a similar watch, and she suspected Amma told Burna out of spite. It felt intentional. Like Burna flaunting Chloe's new wrist candy was a message. Sophia said it felt like her name had been dragged through Burna's circle behind her back. Gossip, lies, betrayal, all coming from someone she thought she could trust. This wasn't just messy anymore. It was personal. Just when things couldn't get any more chaotic, the internet caught something subtle but telling. Chloe Bailey unfollowed Burna Boy. No statement, no drama, just a silent click, and the internet noticed immediately. To fans, it was the digital version of slamming a door. But what pushed her there? Let's rewind. Around the same time Sophia was going public with her story, Chloe was out here being showered in expensive gifts. Most notably, a luxury watch Burna Boy allegedly gave her. It didn't seem suspicious until Sophia pointed out something wild. She had just bought herself the same watch, and she was convinced it wasn't a coincidence. According to her, Amma, the same friend who pushed her into Burna's orbit, told Burna about the purchase, almost like a setup. And not long after, Chloe was rocking that exact same watch on her wrist, courtesy of Burna. To Sophia, it felt deliberate, like Burna was trying to flex Chloe in her face, not just for attention, but to make a point. You didn't get the Lambo, but here's who did get my money. Now imagine being Chloe in the middle of all this. Suddenly, the man you've been spending time with is in the headlines, accused of making wild promises to another woman, allegedly ghosting her, and being at the center of a friend betrayal triangle. And on top of that, your name is being dragged into it by association. The watch that once felt like a sweet gesture now looked like a receipt, a symbol that you were maybe part of the same playbook as every other girl. So Chloe unfollowed, quietly. No shade, no tweets, no interviews, just a clean digital break. But fans weren't buying the silence. To them, this wasn't just a breakup. It was the moment Chloe finally realized the PR romance she signed up for came with a lot more mess than she expected. Was it love? Was it clout? Was it a calculated image move that spun out of control? Whatever it was, one thing was clear. Chloe Bailey wasn't trying to go down with the ship. With Chloe Bailey quietly distancing herself and Sophia's leaked phone call making the rounds, all eyes were on Burna Boy. People were waiting. How's he gonna spin this? And when he finally responded, let's just say it wasn't exactly an apology. Burna hopped online with a short, vague message that basically said, if you believe any of that, you don't really know me. No names, no direct mention of Sophia, no acknowledgement of Chloe. Just one of those cryptic, emotionally detached posts that screams, I'm unbothered, but also low-key panicking behind the scenes. Fans clocked it instantly. Some thought he was brushing it off because it was all nonsense. Others, they saw it as classic deflection. Burna wasn't denying anything. He was just avoiding it. And let's be real, it's not like this is the first time Burna Boy's name has been tangled up in messy romantic drama. His track record with women has been public and chaotic for years. His relationship with British rapper Stefflon Don ended in its own storm of cheating rumors and cryptic tweets. After that, he jumped from one situation to another, rarely confirming anything, just letting the mystery keep fans talking. This time, though, things hit differently. Because now, it wasn't just another messy fling. It was a leaked call, a luxury car scandal, and his name being dragged into what looked like emotional manipulation, all while he was still being linked to Chloe Bailey. And while Burna was playing it cool online, the backlash wasn't letting up. Fans started calling him Nigerian Future, saying he had the same toxic playboy energy, just with an Afrobeat twist. The memes came fast. The comment sections? Brutal. But the thing is, Burna thrives in chaos. He's been in public feuds, industry drama, and online controversies for years. A few viral callouts weren't going to break him. What they did do, though, was throw his entire relationship with Chloe under a microscope. Suddenly, people were wondering if their whole situationship was ever real, or if Chloe had just been one more chapter in a long line of distractions. And the sad part? Burna didn't even try to defend her. No public support, no leave her out of this, nothing. Just silence. And a vague post that said, in essence, believe what you want. While Burna Boy brushed off the drama like it was just another Tuesday, Chloe Bailey found herself in an entirely different position. Unlike Burna, Chloe didn't have the luxury of being messy without consequences. Her image was already under a microscope. Especially after her highly publicized solo debut, which sparked both praise and backlash for how quickly she shifted from Disney darling to grown, sensual, and unapologetic. So when fans saw her getting caught up with a man known for emotional chaos, ghosting women, and love bombing with luxury gifts, they started asking, what is she doing? At first, some defended her. She's grown. She can date who she wants. Let her have fun. But as more details spilled, from Sophia's accusations to the timing of the gifts, Chloe's glow-up narrative started cracking. The same fans who once rooted for her were now questioning her choices. Was this really a romantic connection? Or was it a PR stunt that spiraled way out of control? Some speculated the relationship with Burna Boy wasn't about love at all. It was about optics. Chloe had been fighting to rebrand herself since stepping away from the cutesy Chloe Tenhali image. Aligning with someone like Burna Boy? It gave her edge, mystery, and media attention. But if this was about publicity, the plan may have backfired. Because now, instead of being seen as the powerhouse solo star rising on her own terms, Chloe was being lumped into headlines about betrayal, luxury bribes, and unfollows. Worse? She wasn't saying anything. And silence can be powerful, but it can also be damning. People were looking at her past interviews, resurfacing clips where she talked about self-worth and setting boundaries. In one clip, she clearly said, "If my man cheats on me, I'm out. No second chances." So now the internet was asking, was that just talk? Or did Burna get a pass? this wasn't just about a messy situationship anymore. It was about Chloe Bailey's brand and how much mess she was willing to be associated with in the name of love or clout. Because in the court of public opinion, it didn't matter if she stayed with Burna or left. What mattered was that she got dragged into the drama at all. And people started wondering if Chloe's team was working overtime to clean up the fallout behind the scenes. While the Burna Boy situation was unraveling publicly, Chloe Bailey was also facing another storm, one with way more serious implications for her career. Behind the Instagram unfollows and luxury watch drama, Chloe was quietly dealing with a legal mess involving her music. According to reports, a songwriter filed a lawsuit claiming that Chloe, along with her label, allegedly lifted elements from his original work without credit. The details were murky, but the timing couldn't have been worse. Just as she was trying to reset her public image, rumors of plagiarism and industry disputes started swirling. For a rising solo artist still carving out space after leaving the Chloe x Halle bubble, that kind of controversy could be career-altering. Add that to the chaos with Burna Boy, and suddenly, Chloe wasn't just in tabloid drama, she was at a full-blown career crossroads. Because here's the truth, the public is quick to forgive messy dating choices, but legal issues tied to your artistry, that hits differently. Especially for someone like Chloe, who's built her brand on raw talent, vocal ability, and authenticity. Now fans were watching closely. Would she address the lawsuit? Was she still working on new music? And most of all, was the Burna Boy relationship helping or hurting? Some speculated that her connection to Burna was more strategic than emotional. With his international pull and massive audience, being linked to him could have expanded her reach beyond the US. But if that was the goal, the drama may have done more damage than good. Because, let's be honest, Chloe Bailey doesn't need a man to boost her career. She has the vocals, the performance chops, the star quality. But what she does need is a clean narrative, one that fans can rally behind. And lately, that narrative has been confusing. One minute she's giving powerhouse performances and promoting female empowerment. The next, she's getting dragged into stories about alleged Lamborghini deals and getting ghosted by a man who's been publicly linked to multiple women, sometimes at the same time. And through it all, Chloe's been quiet, almost too quiet. Is she laying low to protect her brand? Or is she re-strategizing behind the scenes? Because while the internet loves a scandal, it loves a comeback even more. And Chloe's smart enough to know when it's time to pivot. The real question now is, what's her next move? Will she double down on her music, release a new project, and take the spotlight back on her own terms? Will she finally speak out about the Burna Boy situation? Or continue playing it cool and letting the rumors burn out? And maybe most importantly, will the public even give her a clean slate after all this? One thing's for sure, Chloe's next step is going to matter more than ever. So now we're left with the fallout. Chloe Bailey unfollowed Burna Boy. Sophia's leaked call is still floating around online. The Lamborghini never showed up. And Burna? He's back to business, like none of it ever happened. It's the kind of chaos you couldn't script if you tried. And yet, somehow, Chloe found herself smack in the middle of it. She started off 2024 as a rising solo act, trying to shake off the sister duo image and prove she could stand on her own. And now, her name's tangled in ghosting allegations, secret gifts, and a whole lot of Instagram drama. To be fair, maybe this is just another lesson in the music industry's unspoken rulebook. Sometimes the mess is the marketing. But it also raises the question, was this all worth it? Because whether it was love, clout, or just bad timing, Chloe's now got a new storyline tied to her name. One that might overshadow the music, the vocals, and everything she actually came here to do. And while Burna keeps doing what Burna does, the real pressure is now on Chloe to course correct before the headlines drown out the talent. So tell me this, did Chloe finally block Nigerian Future for good? Or is she still waiting on that Lambo too?